Hello children, how are you? Today we are going to start our second day and this is your general science class and our first chapter, our houses and clothes. Okay. Also you studied about houses, different types of houses and clothes in your previous classes and so we just review that. Okay. So in this chapter we studied about need for a house and different types of houses, features of a good house and taking care of houses and different types of clothes and different types of fibers. Okay. So today we are going to study about different types of houses. So first topic is different types of houses. Different types of houses. So there are different types of houses and we need a house to live and we live with our family in a house. And early man lived in caves. They were not very strong and they are not safe from wild animals. And today people build different types of houses with different types of materials. According to the materials used for build a house, the houses are categorized into mainly two types. They are pakka houses and kacha houses. Okay. What are the two types of houses? Pakka houses and kacha houses. So first one, pakka houses. P-U-C-C-A. Pakka houses. H-O-U-S-E-S. Pakka houses and kacha houses. K-A-C-H-C-H-A. Kacha houses. And pakka houses means mainly the huts and mud houses are called kacha houses, and the houses which are bungalows, then apartments, flats, cottages, etc. are called pakka houses. The house made with straws, leaves, mud and skin of dead animals are called kacha houses, and the house made with cement, bricks, wood, etc. are called pakka houses. Okay. So let us see what are pakka houses and kacha houses. First we studied about kacha houses. K-A-C-H-C-H-A. Kacha houses. The house made with sticks, leaves, straws and skin of dead animals are called kacha houses. House made with sticks, S-T-I-K-S, sticks, then straws, S-T-R-A-W-S, sticks, straws, then leaves, L-E-A-V-E-S, leaves, mud, M-U-D, mud and skin of dead animals, are called kacha houses. The house is made with sticks, straws, leaves, mud and skin of dead animals are called kacha houses. Examples for kacha houses are hut and mud houses. Hut is an example of kacha houses. Hut and mud houses. M-U-D, mud houses. Okay, so kacha houses means house made with sticks, straws, leaves, mud and skin of dead animals are called kacha houses. Once again, what are kacha houses? House made with sticks, straws, leaves, mud and skin of dead animals are called kacha houses. And examples for kacha houses are hut and mud houses. Huts and mud houses are examples for kacha houses. And the next one, pakka houses. Spelling P-U-C-C-A. Pakka houses. house made with bricks. B-R-I-C-K-S. Bricks. Cement. C-E-M-E-N-T. Bricks, cement. Then wood. W-O-O-D. Wood and iron rods. I-R-O-N. Iron rods. R-O-D-S. House made with bricks, cement, wood and iron rods are called pakka houses. They are very strong houses. Okay. And examples for pakka houses are apartments, flats, cottages, bungalow, etc. are examples for pakka houses. Example, bungalow. What is spelling of bungalow? B-U-N-G-A-L-O-W. Bungalow. Then cottage. C-O-T-T-A-G-E. Cottage. Apartments. A-P-A-R-T-M-E-N-T-S. Apartments. These are the examples for pakka houses. So house made with bricks, cement, wood and iron rods are called pakka houses. Pakka houses are stronger than kacha houses. Okay. So there are different types of houses, pakka houses and kacha houses. The house made with straws, leaves, mud and skin of dead animals are called kacha houses. Examples for kacha houses are huts and mud houses are examples for kacha houses. Then the house made with cement, bricks and iron rods and wood are called pakka houses. Bungalow, cottage, apartment are examples for pakka houses. Okay, the pakka houses are very strong. And also we studied about early men lived in caves. Early men lived in caves. They are not very strong and they are not safe from wild animals. But our houses, the pakka houses, are safe from wild animals, thieves, etc. And our house protect us from rain, cold, then thieves and stray animals, and also it protect us from heat of sun. Okay, so these are the different types of houses. And the next we study about features of a good house. A good house must be neat and clean. You should keep your house neat and clean. Okay, so you should help your parents to keep your house neat and clean. So features of a good house. Features, F-E-A-T-U-R-E-S. Features of a good house. Good house. What are the features of a good house? Yes, a good house must be clean and neat. It's an important feature of a good house. A good house must clean and neat. Clean and neat. Clean and neat. Then a good house also have good ventilation. Good ventilation also required to a good house. Good ventilation is one of the features, important features of a good house. The next feature is good ventilation. Good ventilation. What is the spelling of ventilation? V-E-N-T-I-L-A-T-I-O-N. Ventilation. Good ventilation. Okay, so the features of a good house. A good house must clean and neat. Then a good house have good ventilation. good ventilation means it should have good doors and windows to allow sunlight and fresh air to come in. Okay, sunlight keep the rooms free from germs. Sunlight keep the rooms free from germs. So good ventilation means a good house of windows and doors. Doors and windows. Doors and windows. A good house has proper doors and windows which allow sunlight and fresh air to come in. Okay. So windows to allow to allow sunlight 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 and fresh air, and this is called ventilation. Okay, ventilation means doors and windows to allow sunlight and fresh air. A good house has doors and windows to allow sunlight and fresh air to come in. Fresh air to come in. And the sunlight keep the room free from germs. The sunlight keep the room free from germs. This is called good ventilation. Okay. Also, a good house has good ventilation. Good ventilation is the one of the important features of a good house. And the next feature is proper waste disposal system. Proper waste disposal system. P-R-O-P-E-R. Proper waste. W-A-S-T-E. Waste disposable. D-I-S-P-O-S-A-B-L-E. Disposable system. S-Y-S-T-E-M. Proper waste disposable system. A good house should have proper waste disposable system. Okay, and a good drainage system should also be there so that the wastewater is disposed regularly. So a good drainage system is also one of the important features of a good house which help to remove or dispose the wastewater regularly. Okay, the next feature is good drainage system. Good drainage. D-R-A-I-N-A-G-E. Drainage system. S-Y-S-T-E-M. Drainage system. Okay. These are the features of a good house. A good house must be clean and neat. And a good house has good ventilation, which means they have windows and doors which allows sunlight and fresh air to come in, and the sunlight keeps the rooms free from germs. And a good house also have proper waste disposable system. Proper waste disposable system. And a good house has good drainage system. Good drainage system. And the other features is the windows in a good house has meshes, have wire meshes to keep mosquitoes, flies and other animals out. Okay. So the windows of a good house are wire meshes. So these are the main features of a good house. What are the features of a good house? A good house must be clean and neat. Clean and neat. Then good ventilation. Ventilation spelling V-E-N-T-I-N-A-T-I-O-N. Ventilation. Good ventilation. Then proper waste disposable system. P-R-O-P-E-R. disposable system. SYSTEM system. And good drainage system. Drainage spelling DRAINAGE. Drainage system. These are the features of a good house. Okay. So let us look the features of good house once again. Clean and neat. Then good ventilation, proper waste disposable system, and good drainage system. Good ventilation, good drainage system, and proper waste disposable system. These are the features of a good house. Okay. And there are two types of houses. They are pakka houses and kacha houses. The house made with cement, bricks, wood and iron rods are called pakka houses. Examples for pakka houses are bungalow, cottage, apartments, etc. are examples for pakka houses. And kacha houses, the house made with sticks, straws, leaves, muds and skin of dead animals are called kacha houses. Examples for kacha houses are huts and mud houses are examples for kacha houses. Then features of a good house. What are the features of a good house? A good house must be clean and neat. Then good ventilation. Good ventilation means proper windows and doors. It allows sunlight and fresh air to come in, and the sunlight keep the rooms free from germs. And the next feature is good drainage system, then proper waste disposable system. These are the features of a good house. Okay. So next one, taking care of the house. How can we take care of our house? We should take care of our house and we should keep our house neat and clean. How can we keep our house neat and clean? You should place your things at proper places and should sweep and mop daily and remove the spider webs daily, etc. Okay. So let us know about how can we take care of our house. So the next topic is taking care of houses. Taking care of the houses. Taking care of the houses. Okay, so we should keep our surroundings clean. We should keep our surroundings of our house clean. Okay, so the first point to taking care of our house, we should keep our surroundings clean. We should keep surroundings of our house clean. Keep the surroundings of our house clean. Keep the surroundings. What is the spelling of surroundings? Yes, surroundings. Yes, surroundings. Keep the surroundings. Yes, keep the surroundings of our house clean. Of our house spider webs regularly. Next point, garbage bins should be kept covered. Garbage bins should be covered. So these are the ways that we taking care of our house. Okay, first one, keep the surroundings of our house clean. Then sweep and mop our houses daily. Remove the spider webs regularly, and garbage bins should be covered. And also the garbage should be disposed regularly. Okay. So first one, in your textbook, page number 103. Here's the points. First one, we should keep the surroundings of our house clean. We should keep the surroundings of our house clean, and the drain outlets inside our house should be covered to prevent pests like mice, rat and cockroach from entering to our house. And the house should be swept and mopped daily. The house should be swept and mopped daily. And also remove the spider webs regularly. And the next point, garbage bin should be kept covered and garbage should be disposed of daily. So these are the points that we follow to taking care of our house. And the next one is clothes. C-L-O-T-H-E-S, clothes. So what is spelling of clothes? C-L-O-T-H-E-S, clothes. So clothes are very important part of one's personality. We look good when we wear good and smart clothes. Okay, and clothes are not just important to look good, but it's also protect us from climates, such as the clothes protect us from heat and cold climates. And in the summer season, we wear cotton clothes. We wear cotton clothes during summer season, and we wear woolen clothes during winter season. We wear woolen clothes during winter season. So we wear cotton clothes during summer season because it did not absorb heat and keep our body cool. The cotton clothes keep our body cool, and therefore we wear cotton clothes during summer season. So we wear cotton clothes, C-O-O-T-O-N, cotton clothes, C-L-O-T-H-E-S, clothes during summer season or summer. Okay, and we wear woolen clothes during winter season. We wear woolen clothes during winter season, and whatever clothes we wear should be according to our size, and they should not too big or too small, and we should feel comfortable in them. And we wear woolen clothes during winter season. We wear woolen, W-O-O-L-L-E-N, woolen clothes, C-L-O-T-H-E-S, woolen clothes during winter, because they keep our body warm during winter season. So we wear cotton clothes during summer because the cotton clothes keep our body cool, and we wear woolen clothes during winter season because the woolen clothes keep our body warm. So spelling of cotton, C-O-T-T-O-N, cotton. Then woolen clothes, spelling of woolen clothes, W-O-O-L-L-E-N. Then winter season. And also we wear light colored clothes during summer season because dark colored clothes absorb more heat but light colored clothes absorb very little heat and they make our body cool. And during winter season we wear dark colored clothes which absorb heat and keep us warmer. Okay. Then clothes during the rainy season. So next one, clothes during the rainy season. Clothes during the rainy season. We use umbrella and raincoat during rainy season. And umbrella and raincoat made from fibers. There are two types of fibers, natural fibers and synthetic fibers. Okay. So umbrella and raincoat made from fibers, and we use umbrella and raincoat during a rainy day and it protect ourselves from rainwater. Umbrella and raincoat protect ourselves from rainwater. And the umbrella and raincoats are made of fibers. There are two types of fibers, natural fibers and synthetic fibers. The fibers obtained from nature. Nature means the fibers obtained from plants and animals are called natural fibers. The fibers obtained from plants and animals are called natural fibers, and the fibers which is made by humans are called synthetic fiber. The man-made fibers are called synthetic fibers. Man-made fibers are called synthetic fibers. That we will discuss in our next class. Okay. So in this class we studied about need for a house, which means the early man lived in caves and we live with our family in a house. And there are two types of house according to the materials used to build a house. They are pakka houses and kacha houses. Pakka houses means the house made with cement, bricks, iron rods are called pakka houses. Examples for pakka houses are cottages, bungalow, apartments, etc. are examples for pakka houses. And next one, kacha houses. Kacha houses are the houses made with sticks, straws, leaves, and skin of dead animals and mud are called kacha houses. Huts and mud houses are examples for kacha houses. Then we discussed about features of a good house. A good house must be clean and neat. And a good house, features of good house, good ventilation. Good ventilation means it should have doors and windows to allow sunlight and fresh air to come in. And the sunlight keeps the rooms free from germs. So first feature is good ventilation. Ventilation spelling ventilation. And a good house also have a good drainage system. D-R-A-I-N-A-G-E, drainage. Good drainage system, and it also have proper waste disposable system. Waste disposable. D-I-P-S-P-O-S-A-B-L-E, disposable system. And the window should have wire meshes to keep mosquitoes, flies and other animals out. Okay. Then taking care of the houses. In your textbook page number 103, taking care of the house. We should take proper care of our house by keeping it neat and tidy, so that it is a comfortable and healthy place to live in. And some ways of doing this are as follows. What are the ways? We should keep the surroundings of our house clean. We should keep our surroundings of our house clean. And the drain outlets inside inside our house should be covered to prevent from pests like mice, rat, cockroach, etc. And the house should be swept and mopped daily. So the house should be swept and mopped daily. And remove the spider webs regularly. Remove the spider webs regularly. Then garbage bins should be kept covered and the garbage should be disposed of daily. Then we discussed about clothes. So clothes are very important part of one's personality. We wear clothes according to our size and we wear cotton clothes during summer. In summer season we wear cotton clothes. It keeps our body cool. And during winter season we wear woolen clothes. Okay. And clothes that we wear in winter are made of wool and silk. And the clothes made from wool and silk may keep our body warm. So we wear woolen clothes during winter season. And we also wear dark colored clothes during winter season which absorbs heat and keep us warmer. And we wear light colored clothes during summer season and we wear dark colored clothes during winter season. And we use umbrella and raincoat during a rainy day. And it protect ourselves from the rainwater. And umbrella and raincoats are made from fibers. There are two types of fibers, natural fibers and synthetic fibers. The fibers obtained from plants and animals are called natural fibers. And the fibers made by humans are called synthetic fibers. And there are different types of fibers that we will discuss in our next class. So today let us wind up our class. So you should read your textbook carefully and study well. Have a nice day. Thank you.